All right, everybody, welcome into the fan club. I'm Brent Hughes with Carter Bird, Chris Payne, Nolan Cardona. We're back after watching game one of round one in the NBA playoffs, and we just got finished watching the Portland Trailblazers upset the Lakers in game one. 34 points for Damian Lillard, 6 of 13 on threes. Yusuf Nurkic, 16 points, 15 rebounds, 21 points for CJ McCollum, 11 for Melo. Anthony Davis went for 28. LeBron had 23, 17, and 15 as he dropped a triple-double in the loss. Guys, what are you thinking? Round one, game one, the Blazers, Dame, they take it over the Lakers. This is what we talked about. What are we thinking?
I mean, to be quite honest with you, I don't know if many are considering it an upset. Like, even though despite the seeding, this is this is what people were kind of saying could potentially happen. The Lakers haven't looked at themselves since they returned back to the bubble. I mean, we've been seeing this. LeBron's been extremely passive. Anthony Davis has been inconsistent. It's the whole team has looked bad. I'm confused as to why Alex Caruso's playing so much. I thought they had something good going with Dion Waiters, and he just didn't play. And then you got like Markieff Morris in the game. I don't know how there's you can have a set of identical twins and one twin is extremely more productive than the other one. I don't understand.
Wow.
I understand how it's happening. So it's just it's the whole rest of the team. I was expecting when I talk about playoff LeBron, I'm a very big LeBron fan. Anybody knows me knows this. So it's when I think of playoff LeBron, I'm thinking of somebody who's a lot more aggressive. I didn't see that tonight. And then, Dame is right now. It's ever since the Patrick Beverly, Paul George thing. I mean, he's the man on a mission.
Yeah.
He's the man on a mission right now. This is different. This is different what we're seeing.
I definitely agree with you. I think LeBron was a little passive tonight. He had a triple-double, I think, in the first half, maybe second half. After stat checking on that. But I think he was definitely a little passive. Felt Damian, he had a strong first half. Didn't end up scoring until about 6 minutes, and then it was Dame time as you saw Nurkic do late in the fourth with 5 fouls. I thought that CJ McCollum stepped up. He had a really shitty first half, but the Blazers were on to a strong start. I felt AD played pretty good. Alex Caruso, like you said, I don't know why he's taking that late shot. I'm why does LeBron not have the ball in his hands? Alex Caruso with 5 seconds left, that's an L. Overall, I thought that the Blazers played pretty well. Hassan Whiteside really changed the game late with those blocks. He's going to be a key factor going into the next couple games. Melo hit one big three. He played pretty shitty overall, I think, too. But it was a battle, definitely. I'm looking forward to the future games.
I mean, look, Dame's just been a different person in the fourth quarter. We all it's Dame time in the fourth quarter. That shot he hit over Anthony Davis from 30 feet out was ridiculous. And then he come back, and then the next play, next drive down the floor, hits Melo. Melo does his role. Stand there, get the ball, take the shot. I think for the Lakers, the upside is that they're getting Rondo back, and I personally believe that Rondo is going to make a big impact on that team, mainly because right now, let's be real, the only passer is LeBron. And I feel as though if they can get Rondo in there, getting his assists involved, getting his passing involved, along with LeBron getting his assists, I think LeBron can, start to focus, not have to completely be the only passer on that team right now. And so that's how I think Rondo will definitely help them out. But again, it's just they gotta stop Dame and CJ. And right now it's tough, especially in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's huge. We've got Yusuf Nurkic dropping another double-double tonight. Hassan Whiteside, Chris, like you said, 5 blocks. One of the biggest play to me that stands out in the fourth quarter, Hassan Whiteside gets a block at the rim with about 3 minutes to go. Dame comes down off the screen, knocks down a deep three in the face of, I think, Anthony Davis off a nice screen from Whiteside, and the Lakers call timeout. And the other thing that I'm noticing is so that's two big contributions from big men, and we're getting, even though Melo didn't have his best game, he hit a three at the end that was just huge as far as, putting the Lakers away. And I'm looking at the box score right now, and I see 14 for Kyle Kuzma off the bench. Danny Green had 10, but on 4 for 12 shooting. And it's like the Lakers just didn't have the same amount of firepower off the bench, or just as far as others like the Blazers did. The Blazers only played 8 guys, and the Lakers, they only played Deion Waiters 1 minute. J.R. Smith didn't play, but Marcus Morris 5 points. I mean Alex Caruso only 2. Like we said, what is he doing with the ball in his hands that late? It should have been LeBron or Anthony Davis. So the Lakers only lost by 7, but it's like it seems just like there was almost nobody productive. There were 4 players who were in double digits, and that's it. And that's not going to be enough for the Lakers. LeBron's putting up a triple-double tonight, and they're not even and they're losing by 7. Like, that's tough. I mean, nobody shot really well. Anthony Davis was only 8 for 24, so it's like the Lakers were rusty for sure, and the Blazers were coming out hot. I mean, I was a little surprised.
It's been like that since they've been back in the bubble, and we've thought that that it's because they had secured the 1 seed, so it's like they're not really going 100%, but it's like, okay, the playoffs are started, and it's still happening, and LeBron, I would like to see him be more aggressive, but I just don't know if Anthony Davis realizes what's expected of him as far as like being the number 2 option. Like, he had 20 at the half and finished with 28. There's no reason why the second half you should be taken out of the game like that. Like, he needs to be like, I'm gonna need him to start really like dogging people out here. Like, it's not hard for him, and you're allowing teams to take you out of the game. Like, it's really just about like seeing aggressiveness from him. And like Kuz came in and he was shooting a lot, which is cool, but I don't feel that great about Kuz. I don't know how much I love Kuz.
Big Kuz.
Like, I know Kuz has kind of been like anointed the 3rd option, but I don't like Kuz being the 3rd option. Like, this is honestly the most worried I've been about the Lakers. This is the most worried I've been. And I don't want to be that guy that overreacts, but it's like I'm not reacting to just this game. I'm reacting to what I've seen in the bubble, because now you have to question if it's more so a trend, more so than just though they were chilling at the first part, because it's like y'all are like, it's like they're not hitting shots. Like, they're not hitting shots. Like, the way LeBron plays, like, if guys are hitting shots, it's not gonna work. So I just don't know. And then you're talking about a Trailblazers team that didn't even play necessarily their best either. Like, I don't think the Trailblazers played a great game tonight by any means, and they still won.
I was going to say that I think what they're missing is obviously Avery Bradley, because they're throwing like all these defensive guys onto the floor, like Caruso, KCB, who went 0 for 5 from 3, 0 for 9 for the game. That's where you're missing Avery Bradley to be a two-way player where he can get his own shot and defend Damian Lillard. So I think that's why probably Deion Waiters or JR is not playing right now. Obviously, I think Frank Vogel will probably plug him in the second game, but I think this is where you really miss Avery Bradley.